How's it going, Whoa. The last video, we talked about the Elderwoods and the announcement of the Elderwoods. It is the biggest news to happen for Palia. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread for the game. In my opinion, the biggest news to ever happen for Palia. We guessed the Elderwoods was coming a long time ago. We've done a couple videos on it, and now that it's finally happening, it's just stellar. So I thought it'd be a good idea to reach out to the Palia community, you guys, you folks, you fun people, and I asked you guys to ask me any question about future predictions and everything down the road for Palia. And we got a handful of questions, and I picked a few, around 10 or 11, that I would like to answer. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I love these kind of videos. I love diving in with you guys and giving my honest answers, my honest opinions. Pretty much Palia and the direction the game's going and the future updates. I love this game, and this is just so fun to me. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So our first question is from Maple. She asks, what are your thoughts and predictions of future pets, mounts, ranch animals for our pets, and more wildlife to fish, hunt, and catch? Can you tell I love animals? I love animals too. My job is literally transporting animals all across the United States. So yeah, I love animals too. I'm going to answer bits and pieces of this question. The mount question has been asked a lot, ranch animals, everything like that. So the part I'm going to answer first is future pets. I'm hoping one day that we get a quest where we get a plume hound. This is gonna sound super weird, by the way, but imagine if Tao runs off and he has a little adventure and he comes back and there's puppies with him, and he's like, you got to take a puppy, man. Just take a puppy. So you have to pretty much adopt a puppy. And there's like maybe a plume hound customization screen where you get to kind of choose the color and the collar color of your plume hound, and they can implement something like a hound house, kind of like a dog house, which if you go outside of Hidari's, there is a hound house kind of thing. Just add that to your plot, and it's very similar to how the Silverwing and the Kitsu is. The plume hound can go off on an adventure, come back, and then every day there is loot at the bottom that he brought for you, and maybe the plume hound can go around your plot a little bit. I think that'd be really cool. You won't see him outside the world, of course, but you can imagine what he's doing. Now, the next part I'm going to answer is more wildlife to fish, hunt, and catch. I do think that's going to be added into the Elderwoods. If they're going to be expanding the adventure zone to a new area, that's just going to open the door for definitely for more fish, more creatures to hunt, and more bugs. Because if there are Bahari exclusive bugs and Bahari exclusive fish that you have to catch. So yeah, I definitely think there's going to be unique animals to catch. This is a good question. I like this one. So the next question is from Algishmax. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Do you think the Elderwoods map will be as big as Bahari or perhaps smaller? Also, do you think we'll get new resources and therefore new furniture recipes? So if it's not as big as Bahari, I believe it's going to be bigger. It's going to be either the same or slightly bigger. And yes, I think we'll get new resources and new furniture recipes to go with it. Probably more an enhanced version of Palium of some kind. But yeah, totally. I definitely think it's going to be a little bit bigger. The third question, and one of the reasons why I didn't answer all of Maple's question, but from 1973, they asked, do you think we will get mounts? I get this question a lot during my stream. Do you ever think we'll get mounts? What do you think about mounts? I'm going to answer this very similar to the way that New World answered, will there ever be mounts in their game? I think there'll be mounts one day. However, the world is not big enough for mounts right now. In my honest opinion, the world is not big enough for mounts. Now, depending on the size of the Elderwoods, and also if they add in another adventure zone after that. Because I'm one of the people that really does not like to fast travel. I feel like it breaks immersion in the game for some reason. It's just how I am. Take Skyrim, for example. Every time I play Skyrim, I avoid any forms of fast travel. So when the world is bigger, I think we'll get mounts of some kind. So the next question is from Xpyrotics. Do you think we will get instruments to play? I'd like to see a custom music system. So I think one day we will get musical instruments of some kind. There'll be a skill behind it, maybe one day later on down the road. And I think it'll go hand in hand with ranching in a way. So imagine you got an Ormu, right? And you can get milk from it. Or you could play an instrument in front of it and take care of it and get star quality milk. Just the more the Ormu or whatever animal it is likes you, the more you pay attention to it, the more you play music to it, it increases the chance of star quality items. So yeah, I think that one day we will get an instrument system. I don't think it's going to be like I don't know how to do it. Like Guitar Hero, I just think that you play the flute and then you could select a tune and then it'll give that buff. There could be a grouping buff or a party buff where you know, maybe you play a lute or a windpipe of some kind and everyone gets an XP boost, or a buff for luck. So when you go mine, there's a chance to get a star ruby. Yeah, I definitely think that's possible. Question number 5 comes from the homie Norse. She has been an OG part of this community for a very long time. She asked, question for the video, do you think the future of Palia is going to grow and be sustainable for the long run? In other words, be a game that is constant and evolving, such as Minecraft, World of Warcraft, and still exists in 10 years? Will we be playing it? Right now, it's an amazing beta game, and I think it's far away from a final release, but if they continue to add content and continue evolving the game to what the community envisions Palia to be, then yeah, I definitely could see it lasting another 10 years. Question number 6 from Sunny, another OG. For the vid, I'm curious about your thoughts on the Strange Things Afoot quest. Are we waiting for the Elderwoods update? I think we're going to be getting an update to that quest very soon. I don't think they're going to make us wait all the way to early 2025 to update the game. I think they're going to add more quests in between, I guess. But pretty much what we played through and the Strange Things Afoot was the ending of the prologue to the game, pretty much the introduction to the game. Singularity 6 has said there's more quests coming. So, one, very excited for that. More lore. You guys know me, I'm a lore. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have to wait to the Elderwoods for an update on quests. Number 7 from Violet. Do you think Bahari City will be the next major add to the map after the Elderwoods? I honestly don't. I know a lot of people want Bahari City, but I think the next one to add after the Elderwoods is the Plains or Harvest Meadows, which is another village. But if I was a dev and I'm sitting there saying, hey, what's the next adventure zone after the Elderwoods? It would be the Plains. It would be the area to the west of Kilima. There's a lot of things that could be added there. It could be a savanna style map. There could be flying creatures that we could hunt. That would be really fun for the more experienced player that's been around since alpha like myself. And to add in a city in a game like Palia, they would have to add in a lot of NPCs to make it seem alive. Maybe there'll be other characters like NPCs walking around that there's no name to them. Or what they can do is increase the server cap to make Bahari City more of a central social hub, and maybe 100 players could be there, and so it feels alive. But that would be a lot of work from a development standpoint. But yeah, I want Bahari City to be added in one day. I think that'd be really cool. Number 8, Downflame Gaming. Will all locations mentioned by the NPCs be in the game someday? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, there's some things that are just meant to be in lore. You know, there's some things that are just meant to be mentioned by the NPCs. It's definitely going to just stay there. But would that be awesome? Yeah, it would. Number 9. Keep It Red asks, if you were a developer with absolutely zero limitations, how would you structure the ranching system and musical instruments in the game? Okay, so this one is definitely from the stream. This is asked a lot, like how would I do it if I was a dev or if I was a secret dev, which I'm accused of being a secret dev because I've guessed a lot of things. But for ranching system, one of the things I would do is I would make Neo the guild leader for that. I feel like a good introduction to the ranching system is have Hidari be the builder guy, where you can go and talk to him about expanding your plot over to the left, which there's an open area on the basic plot. You talk to him and he will clear out that area or make it available. And then you go to the town, get the rights to build a barn, and it's only dropped to one specific area. So there's really no selecting on where your barn would go. It opens the barn, and then Neo comes and is like, hey, you want an Ormu? You can get an Ormu from me. My family needs some money, so buy an Ormu. As you take care of the animals and you get them to like you and you get materials from them, like say milk, you can make cheese, which will then unlock more animals later on down the road. And some of the unlocks could be feeds. Different types of feeds would be really cool. And so for the musical instrument, they will go hand in hand. Musical instruments should be added to the game. So you can have a wind instrument and a lute, preferably a lute, because lutes are already in the game. So it'd be very easy for Singularity 6 to just add in a lute that you can hold. I think that you could go and you could talk to certain NPCs and reach certain friend levels, and you can unlock music from them. So when I say that, those songs provide buffs to those guild leaders. There is a fishing buff. There is a mining buff. All sorts of things like that I feel like would really work because one, it gets you to go talk to those characters and there is a reward in the end. Yeah, great question. Love that one. Question number 10 is from Miss Vera. Question for the video. What is the broken windmill near Kilima Village? Since day one, I thought that'd be a quest to fix it. What happened to it and why does it remain broken? I actually don't remember why it is broken. However, this opens a conversation that I love having. I would like a community update where there's community focused quests. During these quests, the community as a whole, Singularity 6 can make a system where it tracks communities and the quests they focus on doing. So take a board. So during that board, they'll be able to select one of three things. One, they could fix the docks. Two, they could fix things broken around Palia. So the bridge and the windmill. Or three, they can get the resources to build Eloise's museum. Once you select it, your community will then provide the resources added to it. And once it's completed, it then is sent to Singularity 6, and they can see which communities focus on which quests the most, and they could fix whatever the community selected. So if we select, hey, the docks, because in lore, the reason why there's no traveling merchants to the game, to Palia, is because the docks are broken. So if we get the resources to fix the docks, it provides traveling merchants, and the traveling merchants will then bring unique crops. If ranching is available, unique ormus. If you look at the concept art for ormus, there's various types of ormus. So if we bring in the traveling merchant, that's definitely a possibility. If we fix the windmill, there could be some benefit to that. I actually don't know what it would be, but there could be some benefit to that. And Eloisa, if you choose to fix the museum, then we could donate bugs, we can donate star stones. That is very similar to Animal Crossing Museum. I think that would be a really cool system if they added it in. Last and final question. Do you think they'll have a Maji Market this year? Yes. Yes, there's 2 Maji Markets every year. One is going to most likely be in September, and the next one is the Lunar New Year Market. So, yeah, Maji Market is definitely coming very soon, and they even mentioned that in the devlog. That is the video. I loved answering those questions. A lot of it is focused towards ranching, animals. A lot of people want ranching in the game. That seems to be a big focus. And mounts. Mounts is another major thing. I don't think mounts can be added anytime soon. If they do, my bad. Usually my predictions are pretty spot on, and I feel like the world needs to be slightly bigger for mounts. Would I love mounts? Yes, I think they would add great elements to the game. There could be certain types of mounts you can go unlock by doing certain quests. And also mounts in MMOs are a major thing. So like they become a flex almost. So if you got like a super rare mount, it's like, yeah, look what I got. But yeah, if anything, I think the Palia community really wants ranching the most. So fingers crossed that comes in the future. But yeah, what are your predictions for the Elderwoods in future updates? Let me know in the comments down below. But while you're down there commenting, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know when I upload a video. But if you know the exact moment to upload a video, be sure to join the Discord. It is a super happy and fun place where everyone is welcome. And if you're watching this right now, this very second, there's a chance that I'm streaming on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Perzival, Perzival. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell my name. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the exact same time I upload videos, which is at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And last but not least, be sure to follow me on all my social media. I have TikTok, Twitter, not saying X. I'm not saying follow my ex. That just sounds really creepy. I have Threads. I have all the whole shebang. It's down in the description. So check those out. But yeah, that is the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.